Welcome to the Registered Education Savings Plan page. In this video, we'll walk through all the steps to correctly add your RESP. Whether it's an individual or a family RESP, this video will cover both options. If you have an RESP, select yes, and indicate the type. Let's start with an individual first. You can then add a name or title or your child's name. This will help identify it once you run your analysis. You can then indicate what year you opened the RESP and its current total value. Next, indicate if you've already reached your lifetime contribution limit of $50,000. For those who have, simply select yes. If you have not reached this limit, select no, and input your lifetime contributions into the RESP. You can then indicate how much you plan to continue contributing to the RESP on an annual basis. If you have any friends or family members that also contribute to the RESP, please input the annual dollar value. Next, input the expected annual rate of return of your RESP. Now, looking ahead into the future, indicate what year your child will start using the RESP for post-secondary education. And input the expected annual cost of the post-secondary education in today's dollars. We'll then see a table appear simulating your child starting post-secondary education. There's also a column adjusting for a 2% inflation to show you what it's really going to cost in that year. You can manually override any given year if you think it's going to cost a little more or less. And if you're planning for a 4-year education, you can zero out the final and 5th year. Once all required fields are completed, select Add. You can add multiple individual RESP accounts. Now let's look at adding a family RESP. If you have the RESP, select Yes, and select Family RESP. You can then select how many children are part of this family RESP. Based on the number of children inside the family RESP, you're required to add their name, when they plan to start their post-secondary education, and what it's going to cost on an annual basis for that child. Now, each child has a lifetime contribution limit of $50,000. So based on the number of children made up of your family RESP, Optiml will calculate what the lifetime contribution limit is. If you've already reached the lifetime contribution limit, please select yes. If you've not yet reached the lifetime contribution limit, please select no. Next, input the current total value of your family RESP. And indicate what year it was opened. You'll then be required to input how much you've contributed into the family RESP since you opened it until today, and how much you plan to contribute on an ongoing annual basis. If you have friends or family who also contribute into the family RESP, please input the dollar value that they contribute on an annual basis. Next, input the annual rate of return for your family RESP. Once all required fields are completed, select Add.